Can we honestly say that we didn't see this coming? Can you? Can you? We saw this coming. So over in the UK has completely lost their bowels over maybe a minute of comments of Prince Harry speaking about his experience in the army and how he was upset that the media was covering how his location was leaked in the press, and they were not covering the young men who were losing limbs and pretty much dying. And he also spoke about his mental health, his mother, all sorts of things. But all that was just for 1 minute, and the rest of the documentary was about these 6 amazing veterans. I still have to finish it, but this is what the documentary is about. Before I get into this video, I just have a point to make, and I don't want to lose that point, so I'm going to make it now. Stuff like this is triggering for me on a personal level, because I don't know how a person can have the galls to tell someone when and where and how they should get over their trauma, and especially their grief. You all, the media, UK media, has been speaking about Diana from the time her relationship with Charles was revealed all the way up to her passing and beyond. So miss me with that BS that her son is not allowed to talk about her, but you are. Why? Because not now he is telling her story and you can't profit off of it like you once did. I'm going to say this to the UK media and in the UK to a certain extent. Be careful with this line that you're teetering. Be careful. Because although you think that you are winning this war or this battle with Prince Harry, the world is watching. And watch how you respond to certain things. Because it might be you who's getting all of this vitriol that you're giving him and his wife. Now let's get to this video. So if you're like all my UK friends, if you're in the UK, you would think that this documentary is horrible. Harry just talked about himself the entire time. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? If you're in the UK, this is what you're thinking. What is he thinking? But in America, this is what we're thinking. Cute moments with Archie. I mean, more cute moments with Prince Harry and Archie. This is what we're talking about here. But over there, you would think the world is ending. Again, the UK, be careful with this line that you're teetering. Especially with this next article. So if you don't know, Prince Harry is supposed to go back to the UK on the 7th of next month. Or this month now, once this video is released. And he's going to be there to attend the Well Child Awards. And he's going to give a speech and he's going to suck up all those headlines. That's why they're nervous. Mind you guys, we have to take these tabloid articles or these articles with a grain of salt because it's still the UK press. And you can't really trust anything from them worth a lick. However, this guy right here is very well connected with these two up here. So, I believe it. And if this story is true, William really needs to get over himself and stop competing with Harry. You're going to be king. Harry's not going to be king. You're going to be king. But you always come off so bitter when these type of articles come out. And I just don't know why. And you can't say it's Spare or the documentary or Oprah, because it's been feeling this way for a very long time to me. By your sources that you don't know about, apparently. But what makes this article so interesting is that a source close to Charles has said that Charles is really happy for Harry. Again, more contradictions between King Charles and William's team. But go ahead, let's get back. It also points out that even Charles feels that the media reaction to some of Harry's comments in the documentary is blowing way out of proportion. You think? Which is why I've always been saying that there's something going on between William and Charles. Something. Like, if you've really been paying attention to some of the stories that have been coming out about both of them, and it seems like they're briefing against each other, I truly think Charles is smarter than what people give him credit for. And I will give him credit for this as well. He's been ahead of the times for a lot of issues. And we see that now with our weather and the climate right now. He was ahead of the times with that. I truly think, again, alert, alert, alert. My opinion, not fact. My opinion, not fact. I think that Charles and Harry has had discussions about a meeting. I think there's a chance they might meet up and they'll let the world know when they feel like they want the world to know. Or unless Prince William leaks it. Because there's no way that Charles, can think it's a good idea to bring Andrew back into the fold and not Harry. Listen, I've been saying they was going to try to rehabilitate Prince Andrew for months now. I think we all saw that coming, and you can check this video out up here because I explain it all. But if they do this, the world will have a lot to say, because actually America is starting to have questions about this whole thing and why not Harry. Like this article. Listen, I think Charles realized his whole slim down monarch is not what's up. And it can't just be William and Kate, because they barely do anything now. And everyone else is pretty much... Ooh, I was going to say something. I think that Charles realized that this family has to put on a united front. But the only way to do that is to make amends with Harry. And Harry ain't bending until his wife get an apology or some acknowledgement is made public. Because this photo right here looks terrible. I'm sorry. William, Kate, and Andrew. Mind you though, apparently it was Prince Charles who told William he had to drive him. He overruled him. Sound like sabotage to me, but that's a different video. You can't welcome back Andrew and then shun Harry. Not on the world stage you can. And this is what I'm saying. The UK has to be careful. Because it seems like the UK is way more accepting of Andrew, but not Harry. Especially when you have clips like this.
Harry chose to leave, take his wife and family to California, like you said earlier, to protect her and to protect them and take them away. So I don't think that he's not being invited or not being included. I think he's chosen to take himself away. And then on the Prince Andrew side, I think I personally don't think he's done anything wrong. You don't know what conversations are being had or have been had behind closed doors. You don't know what Prince Andrew said to Jeffrey Epstein behind closed doors.
Apparently he didn't say nothing to Jeffrey Epstein because he went to the man's house even after the fact that he was a convicted child. What? Again, UK, be careful tearing this line because you also got these videos to answer for.
Do you think that Prince Andrew's done damage to the royal family?
I don't think so.
Andrew was my favourite royal, so my husband just laughing, just said, you know how to pick them.
Families are families, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in every family around the world there's no real normal, and I think they're going to have to navigate it, aren't they? With the best they can, really.
And what about Prince Harry coming in?
No comment.
Listen, if they welcome Andrew back in that country, that is really going to be an island of its own. Because the world is watching, and it's going to just validate more and more what these two have been telling us for years. And in the end, that island's going to look a fool. An island of fools. Just saying.